This program will demonstrate how to assure the correct supplies are on hand and ways to determine which supplies require reordering. The materials you will need are vendor catalogs, pen and pencil, or computer with internet access. Having the proper supplies to function is part of creating an efficient office environment. A lack of the needed supplies could also endanger the patients. Make use of the established inventory form used by your practice. This may be an electronic or paper form. If needed, create an inventory form with supply levels using Table 8.1 in the textbook for a reference. You may choose to create an electronic spreadsheet version or a paper version. In either case, the form should contain the following information: the name of the item, the recommended supply level, the current supply level, the ordering unit, for example, 1 box, the cost per unit, the quantity of units last ordered, the date the items were last received, the vendor who supplies the item, the date of this inventory, and the name or initials of the person conducting the inventory. When creating the form, determine each item needed by the practice and the amount of that item used over an established period of time, such as a month. Research appropriate vendors for each item and include a vendor for each item on your inventory form, even though the same vendor may supply you with multiple items. Use the vendor catalogs to determine costs and how quantities are supplied. When performing the inventory, count the number of items on hand and record that on the inventory form. Compare the number of each item on hand to the established supply level and determine if reorder is necessary. If items need to be replenished, complete a requisition or order form for the vendor from whom the supplies are purchased. Dependent on the vendor and the office policy, this process may be done online, through the mail, or by way of fax or phone. Having the proper supplies on hand when needed is an important part of creating an efficient office environment.